All right, so this is a suggestion via a donation. The name of the song is Albert Einstein versus Stephen Hawking. Interesting. Super hype actually about this one here, guys. Oh my God. Firstly, listen, if you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. The more that you like this content, the more that I know that you specifically would like to see more of this specific type of content, okay? Let's go and jump into this immediately. We have the lyrics pulled up in long form just in case we need them, all right? Let's jump into it, guys. What the? That's actually trendy.
Albert Einstein! Was it? Stephen Hawking! When I apply my battle theory, minds are relatively blown.
When I apply my battle theory, minds are relatively blown. The theory of relativity, and yes, when he actually did release that in 1905, right? Scientists went absolutely crazy around the entire planet. They were like, what is this, guys, right? Let's get it.
So take a seat, Steve. Oh, I see you brought your own. What's your voice?
Of course they were going to do that, guys, right? Well, let's see. Stephen Hawking has had ALS, right? I think he was diagnosed when he was like super young, 1963, I think, 21 years old, somewhere in there, right? And yeah, he's had ALS his whole life. Basically what ALS is, it basically gradually paralyzes someone over time. All right, let's jump into it, guys.
Blown, so take a seat, Steve. Oh, I see you brought your own. What's your voice? I can't frickin' tell. You sound like Barney having sex fit to speak and spell.
Yo, Einstein is not playing around here, guys, at all. All right, so let's jump into that immediately, guys. What's with your voice? I can't freaking tell. He lost his voice in I think after a surgery he did, in the 80s, somewhere in there. Then actually Intel gave him back his voice in a sense, right? The company Intel. Basically every other year since then, right? They've actually been working on his software in a sense, yes. All right, let's get it. Speak and Spell is also a toy from the 80s, I think, and Wall-E is a Pixar character. That's a robot. That sounds, oh damn.
And frickin' tell, you sound like Barney having sex fit to speak and spell. I'll school you anywhere, MIT to Oxford. Are you fan?
Okay, MIT is Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Oxford is actually the place where he was born, and also Oxford is another Ivy League school in the United Kingdom. All right, and interestingly, Hawking has given speeches at both of these places, if I recall. I think MIT being one of the more recent ones.
So be like, that was hard. Anywhere, MIT to Oxford. Are your fans will be like, that was awkward.
Hawkward would be a portmanteau. The concept of basically blending two words that have different meanings into one, right? Hawkward, Hawking's awkward. All right, let's get it.
MIT to Oxford. Are your fans will be like, that was awkward. I'm as dope as two rappers. You better be scared, cause that means Albert E equals MC squared.
I'm as dope as two rappers. Okay, two. Hold on.
Better be scared, cause that means Albert E.
Albert E as in as him, right? Albert Einstein, E equals MC squared. Albert E equals MC squared. Interesting enough, to square, in a sense, MC, right? In this context here, as in Master of Ceremonies, right? Mike Checa, in a sense, yes. He is saying he's literally MC at times MC. He's squaring himself. So yeah, in a sense, he is squared. Guys, this is fire, bro. That bar is absolutely crazy. Let me hear it one more time.
I'm as dope as two rappers. You better be scared, cause that means Albert E equals MC squared.
Bro,
Got no idea what you're messing
the bar is dope.
with, boy. I got 12-inch rims on my chair, that's how I roll, y'all. You look like someone glued a mustache on a troll doll.
Listen, I like Hawkins, okay? But he's gonna have to come harder than this, bro. All right. Albert Einstein took this man apart, okay? And his response is, "You look like somebody glued a mustache on a troll doll." Yes, that's true, but it's not dope enough, bro. All right, let's get it.
Yeah, that's how I roll, y'all. You look like someone glued a mustache on a troll doll. I'll be stretching out the rhyme like gravity stretches time when you.
Gravity stretches time. He's referring to the theory of relativity. The concept of basically the more gravity you put onto an object specifically, or whichever, if the object is also moving at high velocity, well, not also, but just, either the more gravity something pushes down on, the slower time goes that's around it, or the faster something is moving, the slower time goes that's around it. That's what I think that specific thing is regarding, and potentially he's saying that because he's rapping slow, right? And regardless of how slow he's rapping, his bars have so much gravity, right, pushing on them. He's producing so much of it, right, that regardless of how slow he's going, Einstein will never be able to catch up to him. That's kind of what he's saying here. All right, let's get it.
I'll be stretching out the brain like gravity stretches time when you try to put your little pea brain against this kind of
P-brain.
like gravity stretches time when you try to put your
The way that's spelt, that refers to the string theory, something that Hawking's used a whole lot, right, in his work. Also, P-brain means that he's calling him an idiot. And interesting enough is that I think Einstein actually was known for having a smaller brain than the average adult male, right? So I think it was like 10 to 15% smaller, right, than the average adult male. So P-brain, P-brain, P-brain. It's a triple entendre there, guys. Ooh.
I'll be stretching out the brain like gravity stretches time when you try to put your little pea brain against this kind of mind. I'm the best on the Snoop Dogg of science.
I'm the Snoop Dogg of science. I'm guessing he's saying he's cool. Snoop Dogg is also one of the first, one of the more popular rappers, I would say, in the 90s, let's say. So maybe he's saying he's like a pioneer, or he's like maybe he's saying he's like the pioneer of science, potentially. All right, let's get it.
Your little pea brain against this kind of mind. I'm the best on the Snoop Dogg of science. I'll be dropping mad apples on your...
Dropping apples on your head. This has to reference to Sir Isaac. This has to be a reference to Sir Isaac Newton, and the concept that he was sitting down underneath a tree, and an apple hit him. That he was like, "Oh, why did this happen? Let me explain this to myself." Then he came out with a paper where he basically called it gravitas. Right? That's how he defined it. Right? Let's get it.
Mind, I'm the best on the Snoop Dogg of science. I'll be dropping mad apples on your head from the shoulders of giants.
From the shoulders of giants. That's a quote from Sir Isaac Newton also. From the shoulders of giants. I think it's also a book that Stephen Hawking wrote, but I think it actually, that original quote came from someone in France. But all right, let's get it. And also the book was basically a commentary piece on like other people's works in history, right? And definitely Einstein and was it Einstein? Yeah, Einstein and Sir Isaac Newton were both. The book was basically about them guys, right? And also Sir Isaac Newton's Principia. Let's get it.
I'll be stretching out the brain like gravity stretches time when you try to put your little pea brain against this kind of mind. I'm the best on the Snoop Dogg of science. I'll be dropping mad apples on your head from the shoulders of giants. I'm a giant whose shoulders you'd have stood on if you could stand.
Oh. Okay.
I'll give you a brief history of pain.
A Brief History in Time. This is a book. It's a reference to a book from Stephen Hawking's A Brief History in Time.
Giant whose shoulders you'd have stood on if you could stand. I'll give you a brief history of pain with the back of my hand. You can't destroy matter or me.
No, it's referring to the conservation of mass, the law of conservation of mass, in a sense where things where matter cannot be created or destroyed. In a sense, by him even pointing that out, I think he's saying he's invincible, guys.
I'll give you a brief history of pain with the back of my hand. You can't destroy matter or me.
Yeah, you can't destroy matter or me, because he's matter in a sense. Yes, so the law of conservation of mass.
For serious, ripping holes in you bigger than the hole in your black hole theory was.
I don't think we're ready to have this public conversation. Yeah, the guys. This is gonna probably take a minute. All right. Stephen Hawking was a genius, yes, but there are definitely holes in his black hole theory. The concept, the name Hawking's radiation comes from him, right? And Hawking's radiation is, in a sense, thermal radiation, right? And basically that's basically created at the event horizon of a black hole. He basically says that the smaller the black holes are, or the larger they are, No, let's only talk about the micro ones for a second, guys. Actually, I'll shorten this. So basically, he said that micro black holes at their event horizon are still producing. They basically produce Hawking's radiation, and the smaller the black hole actually is, the faster it basically dissipates, guys. I don't know. I mean, potentially, but who knows? I don't know. I'm not a theoretical physicist, guys. I'm not. That's not my thing, right? But yeah, his definitely, without a doubt, his black hole theory has holes in it. If someone wants to have a conversation with me about it, or teach me something, right, or tell me where I should go to find out more about the black hole theory, in a sense, right, I would definitely love to look at that. But to my knowledge, guys, it has holes in it. All right, and I'm glad that Einstein pointed that out, even though he's pointing it out in a way that's like, I'm better than you. You get what I mean?
For serious, ripping holes in you bigger than the hole in your black hole theory was. There are 10 million particles in the universe that we can observe.
Okay, it's probably more than that. Well, that we can observe. It's probably more than that still, though. But let's get it.
The ugly million particles in the universe that we can observe. Your mama took the ugly ones and put them into one.
He's saying that he's the ugliest thing in the entire universe. Can you imagine, bro? And this is your mama joke too. All right. He put him into one nerd.
Bring the heat with the mushroom clouds you're making.
You want to bring the heat with the mushroom clouds you're making. The mushroom clouds have to be referring to the atom situation. Yes. Okay. There were scientists at the time, I think they were in Austria. They were like, oh, the Nazis are looking to build some type of WMD, weapon of mass destruction, right? And so they got together, wrote a letter, and they basically made, in a sense, Einstein sign that letter that they sent to the American government. Then the American government then were like, oh, we need to do something about this. Then the Manhattan Project came about, right? So that's basically what this is referencing. But keep in mind, Einstein was a pacifist. That was not his thing, right? So you're saying that with the mushroom clouds you're making, he didn't make anything, bro.
Put them into one nerd. You wanna bring the heat with the mushroom clouds you're making. I'm about to big rap from scratch like Carl Sagan.
Carl Sagan was another theoretical physicist, a scientist. Bake raps from scratch. I think there was a meme, like a viral meme about Carl Sagan. Wait, hold on, guys. If you want to bake an apple pie, first you need to invent the universe. That's the exact video that he's referring to on that sentence here. All right, let's get it.
The mushroom clouds you're making. I'm about to big rap from scratch like Carl Sagan. And while it's true that my work is based on you,
Yeah.
I'm a supercomputer. You're like a TI-82.
Oh, I'm a supercomputer. You're a TI-82, referencing the Texas Instrument calculator, the TI-82. All right, guys, who won? Oh, hold on, wait. Yeah. I figured that one there. All right, so Einstein won, just for the love of hip hop, guys. That's it. Stephen Hawking did his thing, I will say. But I definitely am going to point out that Einstein won this purely. He definitely had the delivery and the cadence. He definitely did his thing, guys. For real. All right? Listen, let me know in the comments on the next one of these I should be listening to, and I will get into that as soon as I possibly can. All right? And listen, guys, you guys all have an amazing day, all right? And enjoy it thoroughly.